When did people start to die? I mean, who started to die first? How did it go?
Jim Jones said, must do the babies first, take care of the babies first. So at that time, we were having nurses and going out, picking up babies out of mothers' arms, and some of the mothers themselves were coming up with their babies, and they were forced to take the potion.
The Kool-Aid and cyanide?
Yes.
And where did they take the babies? Into that back area and lay them down on the ground?
They took them from, after they injected them and took the poison, they took them and they laid them right outside the pavilion, right off into the garden where they was planting food and so forth. They laid them right out there.
So all the babies were laid out there dead?
Yes.
What about people who didn't want to die and they saw all this going on?
People that didn't want to die, I would say a lot of people didn't want to die. They were just sitting there, frightened, afraid. Jim Jones was continually saying, hurry, hurry, we must all do this, we must all die, we must die with dignity, and so forth, and that began to come out of his seat and go flowing through the audience where the people were sitting, and beginning to pull them up out of their seats and lead them on into the where the portion was. And
did they go willingly?
Little struggle. Wasn't very much struggle. Just some. I seen one in one case. She struggled pretty hard because she didn't want to die.
And how did they kill her?
They injected her in the arm.
How quick did she die?
The death took less than 5 minutes.
How many people struggled like that?
I can only say, I've seen that particular one. I can only say that I've seen that one.
Where would they take the bodies after they died?
After the bodies were injected or sipped in the cup, there would be two people. They would lead them shoulder by shoulder, to a clear open other field, and they would lay them down, face down, and let them lay there and die.
Did you see a point where they laid people on top of people?
No, I didn't see that.
Does that surprise you now that you've heard that?
Yes, it does.
How do you explain that, sir?
Yes. Right now, I can't find the words to explain it. It's just something that I never thought it existed. I never did wanted to believe it, that this was going to take place. It was just something that, after I seen that it was coming through, that it was going through, only thing I was trying to do was trying to figure a way out of it, because I never believed in taking my life. I never believed that suicidal.
How did you get out of it?
I managed to slip through one of the guards.
The guards with the crossbows?
Yes.
Did they also have rifles?
There was rifles around. There were rifles around when Jim Jones was going through the crowd of the people. There was rifles. Farther off in different areas were mostly what was around the pavilion where people were throwing arrows, flowing around in a circle like. Their orders was if anybody was to run, shoot them. Didn't let nobody run.
You only saw a few people struggling.
Yes.
That tells me that most of them, well, what does it tell me? Does it tell me that most of them were willing to die, or most of them were too afraid to do anything else? Tell me.
I would say that most of them was too afraid to do anything because of the weapons, because of the pressure that they were under. Most of the people you're talking about are seniors and younger children and so forth. And
Did you lose your lady?
yes, I did.
How?
I saw her at one time, and another time I didn't see her, so I don't know if she volunteered or if she was forced.
How many were still alive when you left?
I would say more than 100.
More than 100 were still alive?
Yes.
Bodies were laying everywhere, and you were still there?
Bodies, well, they was more on the corner of the pavilion and in the back of the pavilion.
Where they found those stacked on top of each other?
I wouldn't know if they were stacked because I didn't go in that part of the section over there.
Did you hear any shooting?
I heard shooting later when I was in the bush.
How much?
I heard 5 or 6 shots.
That's all?
Yes. I heard a voice, not really knowing what the voice was saying, just that it was someone would sound like they were calling somebody. And that was it. It died out. Just stayed out in the bush at that time.
How are you going to handle this nightmare?
I don't know. I don't know. It's a nightmare. I don't know.
How could you stand by and watch all those children die?
It was agony. It was agony. It hurted. So what could I do? It's the way Jim Jones had his people securing with guns, with bow and arrows. If anyone tried anything, shoot them. My intention was just to get out of there, get away from it.
Okay.
The best way I knew how.
Mr. Clayton, there was a bucket down on this end, and there was a bucket of poison down at the other end. What did you see happening in the middle of the pavilion?
At that time, the people would just say all the time, the people were just sitting there, not wanting to go. Jim Jones and his security men were coming in the crowd. They were leading people either to this drum or to the drum that was in the back.
Were they leading them or were they forcing them?
They were, you can say both, because people was like, in one case I remember one particular male, I seen one time one of the guards took him and led him, and he didn't go. He came back around and he sat down again, and another one came and they led him again, and he did not go. And then another one came and led him again, and I didn't see at that time what he took it or what, but when I came back around and I saw him, I seen that he was already influenced with the stuff.